Hello everyone. Day 23. We're getting there. Alright, so if you're new here, thank you for joining me. There is a subscribe button right there in the bottom. You can hit the subscribe button, then hit the notification bell, then hit the word all, and you'll be notified each and every time that I upload a new video. If you're coming back, thank you for coming and spending some time with me. I really, 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 really appreciate it. And if you've been coming back for 23 days, you've only got one more to go, so we're almost there. Today is December 23rd. And I just pulled this little tab off and... Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, there we go. Today is December 23rd. I just got out of bed. Honestly, I just got up. So I get this done first thing in the morning. And then we wouldn't have to really worry about for the rest of the day. Then we can just do what needs to be done. I have to go out and do some things today, and then I'll be coming home and getting the rest of my stuff done that I need to get done for tomorrow and the next day. And we will have one more section to go tomorrow. It's crazy how quick the time has went on this particular diamond painting. It's been nuts how fast time has gone. Wow. So who's excited for Christmas? Who's excited to see the final product here and see what actually this is? I am. I'm excited about it now. I know I've griped and complained enough about it. But I'm excited to see this to the end now. And we'll get the whole thing done and make sure that we have all ready for Christmas Day. And that will be such a good... Yeah, that'll be fun. It'll be a whole lot of fun. Alright. So what's everyone going to do today? Here in Newfoundland, we call this day, the 23rd of December, we call it Tibbs Eve. I researched it one time, and I think it's when people start drinking. I think that's what it's all about, is the drinking. Newfies like to drink, or most Newfies like to drink. It's been like we have a culture. Highest alcohol consumption in the country. It's just in the culture. People drink a lot here. They did studies, and I think back in whenever, and we had Newfoundland was the highest consuming province of alcohol. So that, yeah, a bit alarming. So today, the 23rd of December, the official start to the Christmas drinking. I guess people will start their drinking today. And they'll drink and drink and drink and drink and drink and drink some more. Or some people will. Not me. I won't be drinking myself into oblivion. But a lot of people do. A lot of people have some wobbly pops today. I call them wobbly pops. Adult beverages or adult libations, you know. They yeah, they get going today. The liquor store today will be very busy. Number one, because it's Saturday, and they're busy on Saturdays anyway. And number two, it's Dibs Eve. So some people are going out and buying their alcohol for Christmas Day, Christmas Eve. So, yeah, there's a lot of drinking goes on. And a lot of partying. But I tend to have mine to be a little quieter. I don't have parties in my house or anything like that. Oh yeah, and last night I was telling you about the neighbors, how they weren't making any noise at all. Well, they struck shortly after I ended the video. Shortly after I had the video done, they struck. 3 o'clock this morning, I knew they were there. So maybe they are not gone for Christmas. Maybe they are sticking around. And if Santa comes, they'll get coal. Absolutely. I think they'll get coal. They deserve coal. So we'll be about an hour on this section today, maybe a little more. These standard size sections take me about an hour to complete. And when I get it done, of course, I show you where it goes on this particular canvas that I'm working over top of. So, yeah, today and tomorrow. Wow. The last 2 sections. So when I started this, I had them all put in one spot, and I was transferring the completed sections to another spot. And it looked so like, okay, I had all of these sections that were wrapped, and I didn't look through them to see what was on each one. Of course, as you've seen, I opened them when I'm recording. And this morning when I went to grab the piece, I'm like, oh, there's only one left. It's like, that one's going to be really lonely there. It won't be there for very long. Matter of 24 hours, and we'll be doing this again. Or maybe even earlier tomorrow, because tomorrow is going to be a busy day. I've got a lot of stuff happening on Christmas Eve. So I heard back from the church that I was going to go to, and they're not doing a morning service. They're doing a Christmas service at 6. I don't have time to go at 6. So I'm going to see if my friend wants to do a different church, because I just don't have time to do 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. Because I am going to midnight mass tomorrow night. So I've got a few things that I need to get done during the day, so that when I go to midnight mass, I'm not getting out of that until like 1 o'clock in the morning. I gotta come home and go to bed because I want to be here. I don't want to miss Santa. Well, I couldn't care less about Santa, but I have to come home, get things ready for Christmas Day, so that I can get the puddings made and all of that kind of stuff. And that'll probably be a 1 o'clock in the morning thing that I'm doing. Like I may be up chopping onions 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning for bread pudding. Preparing it, making sure that it's all done and ready and all that good stuff. So yeah, it's a big production. Christmas in Newfoundland, usually it's a big production. I don't know, Christmas everywhere is a big production. Now, I know people do things differently. Wherever you live, traditions are different. I've had to alter mine in the past few years because I used to always, wherever I was living, I would go to my hometown for Christmas. And this year, well, for the past few years now, I have not done that. I went, I guess 2019 was the last time. Yeah, 2019 would have been the last time I was there for Christmas Day. Because 2018 I wasn't there. 2019 I was there. Because 2018 was the year that my mom was here with me and had brain surgery. 2019 we went because, well, it was Christmas time and we wanted to go home. And then 2020 she was in the hospital. So I didn't get there that year. So, and I haven't been for Christmas since because she passed away in 2021 and I have no reason to go for Christmas Day to an empty house out there. It's just well for me to be here by myself, right? So that's my reasoning. If I'm going to be there, it's just as well. If I'm going to be there in an empty house, it's just as well for me to be here in an empty house. I could go and spend with my aunt and uncle. It's a long way to go for a couple of days. It's about an 8-hour drive. So it's not a short little jaunt, you know. Not just like going across town. Do that every other day. Which, speaking of which, I have to do after I get done this. I have to go across town to see some friends who I used to work with. So we have, I don't think this one might take as long. It's not that it's smaller, it's just that there's a bit of color blocking in this one that tends to not take as long to complete. We'll see. We'll see. We're only about 15 minutes in yet. We still got a whole other side to do of this. Me being all optimistic that it's not going to take me very long. So I have a question, a serious question. Once the Advent series is done, what should I do? When I'm used to doing a video daily, what should I do? Should I continue on with like a daily video of whatever project I'm working on at the time and tell you about my day? Or would you just want to have a little break from listening to me banter on about nothing for an hour? The Advent series has been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed bringing it to you. And I've been able to talk about this diamond painting and the company that it came from, and interacting with the company through the comments and also through emails and stuff, just to let them know, give them the feedback that I've been providing. I've been brutally honest with this one. And as you know, I'm brutally honest in life anyway. So come on. So yeah, what would you like to see from this channel? Would you like for me to continue on with dailies? Or maybe a weekly, or like a 3 times a week kind of thing? You may have grown accustomed to a daily video from me. I don't know. You may be sick of hearing my voice. I don't know. Tell me all the things. Oops. Tell me all the things. Or like Miss Swan, now tell me everything. Everything. She said I'll tell you everything. Yeah. She's a character on Mad TV. So funny. I think I have them all. I think so. Yep. So, who's getting coal for Christmas? Who's getting coal for Christmas? See how many naughty children we had. Who's getting coal for Christmas? I'm not getting coal for Christmas. I've got Christmas presents under my tree already, so I'm not getting coal. I must have been a good boy, because there are so many presents under my tree. I must have been good. So we've been just plugging along on this thing for the last month. It's kept me out of a bit of trouble. It's almost like lines of color in this one, this section, which is pretty cool. If I can pick up the drills, it would be even better. If I could just pick up the drills, it would make this process a whole lot easier, wouldn't it? Come on. And it looks like I'm going all over the place here. There's no method to my madness. I'm just filling them in wherever I see them and hoping that I get all of them and not have to go back and fill in spaces later. And we've been diligent with all of this, so I'm glad I stuck with it. I really am so happy that I stuck with it, because now I can see the end inside. There is a light at the end of my tunnel here, and this tunnel got pretty dark sometimes. It's like, what is this going to be, and how am I going to make it work? So we've made it work. We've got to the end where we need to be. And tomorrow, being the last day, is going to be a bit of a fun day, I'm sure. We're making it to the end, something to celebrate. And we get Christmas all at the same time, so. Do I have all of them? I think so. I think I got them all now. So when there's not a lot of confetti, we can just plug along and get them done. Get the section done a little bit quicker. Because there's not as much color changing, there's not as much of the pouring out colors and dumping them back into containers. All of that good stuff. So we have just one more. I'm looking forward to Christmas morning now to do this. I was talking to my brother yesterday and we are doing a video call. I don't know what time we're going to be doing that because I don't know what time his son's going to get up. He's not the type to be like super excited and like, oh, getting up at 5 in the morning. He sleeps till probably, we may have to wake him at like 8:30, 9 o'clock. He's a bit of a sleeper. He was never one to be up early. He used to get excited about Christmas, of course. Here's Mama. He would get excited for Christmas, but not like not like a lot of kids. He wasn't one to be getting up super early, and we'd have to wake him up and say, like, it's Christmas, come and open your presents. He'd come out and he'd sit there and look at it for a little while. I was like, are you going to open them? And then once he was into it, it was different. But getting him into it was like, he was a bit slow on the uptake some Christmas mornings. He didn't seem to be into it, but he was a pretty quiet kid anyway. And he always liked to sit back and watch other people, very much like me. I'd sit back and I'd watch other people open their presents, and then I'd get to my own after. I didn't mind if people opened theirs all for, and I didn't even really care if there was nothing there to open. I wasn't one to be tearing into it and saying, oh, okay, I'm done now. Where's the rest of them? It wasn't like that for me at all. My thing was, I got joy out of watching others. And I always did get joy from watching others' reactions to opening a present from me. And the sheer joy of their reaction, making sure that they made me know that they appreciated it. And watching children open presents from you is probably the most joyous thing I've ever seen. Especially this year, I've had a couple of them already open their presents, and they were like just so innocently happy. And it wasn't expensive things. It was just these little toy things that they enjoy. And they were like just pure joy from it. Okay, I didn't have to spend a fortune. You don't have to spend a fortune on a child anyway, because a child just a little toy and they're like all into it. And where I went yesterday, Lydia, she expects when I show up that there's going to be something in a bag for her. It's just what I've gotten her used to. Every time she sees me, I have a little something for her, and it's just what she expects now. And it doesn't have to be something expensive. I know I've spoiled her and made her feel like, and made her expect it. That's my fault. But it's not like she gets disappointed if I show up without anything, because I've done that too. I have went to the house and not had anything in a bag for her. But she, just the pure joy of just seeing her when it's a present. And she comes running. Well, not that she wouldn't come running anyway. But the little joy thing, the little giggle then, and it's like, look what I have, and she's showing it off to everyone, and she's so happy about it. And Michael was the same with his bowling game. It's like he gasped, "It's bowling," he said. His little face lit right up when he saw that it was bowling. He was, "It's bowling." So then he was like, let's play. So of course I did the bowling thing with him. I played bowling. Do I have all the hours done? Oh, I think so. I did miss a couple. Of course, what would it be without missing a couple of the symbols? evening, I think, I'm not 100% sure. I usually go to Pixie's on Saturday evenings, and I haven't been talking to her about it yet, but I'm pretty sure I am going down because she has some stuff for me to take to our other friend. Because we won't be doing a movie tomorrow, being Christmas Eve and all. We'll be just waiting until Boxing Day. So we'll be waiting until Boxing Day to do a movie. And so I'll be going down tomorrow. I don't know if she's going to church anywhere tomorrow, but I have already made alternate plans just in case. If she does decide to take her father to church somewhere, I will go. I don't mind. I don't mind going 3 times. That would be a record for Christmas Eve. I've done twice. I've done twice a few times, actually. But I haven't done 3 times on Christmas Eve yet. So we'll see if tomorrow is going to bring me 3 times or if I'm just going to match my twice record. Because I've done twice in my hometown because Christmas Eve was on a Sunday. There was a candlelight service in one church. There was a Christmas Eve service in one church and a candlelight service in another. And I went to both. Why not? And I got invited tomorrow to another church, but it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I can't do 1 because I have some afternoon plans too. So I can't do 1 o'clock tomorrow. Now we're getting into a little bit of the confetti part of this, and hopefully it don't take too long. With the color changes, it tends to take a little bit longer because I'm changing colors. Those few little seconds that you use does add up. Certainly does add up. Especially when you spill them all over the table and you have to pick them up, just like I just did. Famous for spilling. Always have to spill something somewhere. Oops. Fell off the pen. I'm having trouble seeing this symbol. I don't think I have any left. There wasn't very many of them. I feel a sneeze coming. Maybe not. I don't know. Of course, 50 Shades of Brown. Here we go with all kinds of brown again. Maybe it's going to work. I don't know how a Christmas image has so much brown, but we'll see. Maybe it will work. I'm going to check it out and see once. In a couple of days, we'll find out if all of this is going to work out for me or if I'm like just in vain. So when I get this section done, I am going to get ready, go out, do the things that I have to do, go to the store, buy the stuff that I need to buy, and I have to go to my friend's this afternoon to install the light fixture. And I go down to Pixie's this evening, get that. Do the weekly visit, and we'll come home and go to bed. Then it'll be Christmas Eve. Wow. It's just so crazy to think that tomorrow is Christmas Eve. It's like, how did that happen? Can you tell me? Can you tell me how it happened? I don't know. I don't know how that happened. It just came by in a flash. I think it's raining outside. Something is hitting my window. It's either rain or snow, and I hope it's not snow. I hope it's rain. I don't like snow. We did have a little bit of snow last night. It's not like the grass is still showing through. I have them all done. I think so. I think so. I won't put them away anyway. If I need another one later, I'll just pull it out and pop it on. Nope, there's one right there. I didn't have it put away yet. And then I lost it. There it is. I don't think there's very many of this one. 2 or 3 of them. Four of them, but here, that's all of that. And this side here had a bit of confetti going on. So we it is going to take a little bit longer to do this particular side here. So this is where our time is going to be. It's going to be spent is on this side of the section because of the confetti. If you don't stay in my pen, I can't get you on the canvas, right? Should move that putty around so that it'll kind of refresh. And that way the drills will stay on better. I just saw a couple that I missed. We'll pop those in and get that, and then we'll move on. There we go. Let's move right along with this. I hear trucks. Don't often hear trucks around my neighborhood on Saturdays, especially. So something is happening somewhere. During the week when things are in full swing, I hear trucks and police, all kinds of it. But I live in a generally very quiet neighborhood. There's not a lot happening here in this neighborhood anyway. Excuse me. We get maybe every now and then somebody will leave their car unlocked and their car will get ransacked. That happens in every neighborhood, no matter how quiet it is. But I actually live across the street from police officers, so it tends to not happen as much where I am. There's some police officers that live across the street from me, and they've been living there for the whole time that I've been here. So we don't get as much, I guess, because there's always police cars. People know that, yeah, there's police officers across the street, so they tend to behave themselves a little more. And it is a bit comforting to know that, okay, there are police officers across the street. Wouldn't have to go far to report something, I guess. Okay. Yeah, we're doing good. 45 minutes. we shouldn't be much over the hour today. There's not a lot left to do on this particular section, so we shouldn't be much over. Excuse me, I've got something stuck in my throat. There goes that truck again. I don't know what that's all about. I think I got him. Oops. Oh, there's one over there. One right there. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. I better not be getting sick. That would not be good. And this particular color had a bit of trash in it, like little remnants, I guess. I don't know. But it's not enough to be like super alarmed about it. It's like little pieces of the drills, like leftover little. It's like remnants. I guess the machine wasn't cleaned out properly. And I don't know how these are made. I have no idea. I don't make them. Some assembly required batteries not included. That's just the. I just put the batteries in, and I assemble. I don't make it. I make lots of things, but I don't make drills. Don't make the drills. If I had the proper equipment, I'm sure I could make the drills. But I don't know if I'd be able to get the proper equipment in my house. So I would think that this would take a large scale machine to make drills. It would be a big industrial thing, I'm sure. I have them all. I do. Look at us, we're moving right along. Not much left to go. Okay. Excuse me again. I'm so sorry. And I knocked that all over the way then. And one of my favorite colors, orange in a green tray. Two of my favorite colors together. How's that? How's that for madness? On Tibbs Eve. So wild. Makes us all so wild and crazy. Oh, there's Mama again. Oh, someone's got an alarm set upstairs. I hear it buzzing on the floor. Okie dokie, we are moving right along. We'll get this all done now soon. We are almost there. Almost there. Has anyone been watching Christmas movies? I have not. I've not been watching Christmas movies. Not a big Christmas movie fan. And I just haven't been watching them at all. I've been watching other things. I haven't been watching Christmas movies. Watch Jeopardy every day. And I'm a little bit poisoned about Jeopardy lately because they've gotten rid of my Bialik as host, and I'm not too happy about that. I liked her. I like her better than Ken because he's a bit full of himself and makes the show about him. I don't like him very much. And I know I'm in the minority. But he tends to lead conversations to include him and his time as a contestant on Jeopardy, whereas it's supposed to be about the contestants that are currently on the show, not you when you're hosting. That's just me and how I feel about it. I'm not bitter, but I'd prefer to have somebody who is not a contestant host the show. Is he smart? Absolutely. But it drives me nuts a little bit. He just gets on my nerves a little bit. And I like Mayim. I thought she was funny, and her little things of humor that she would pull in when she was having the contestant interviews and stuff. It was fun. But when they had the writer's strike, they've been doing a different format for the show, and I'm not really into it. I watch it because I've always watched, but I'm not into this tournament things that they've been doing for the last, since September. Like they've been doing, oh goodness, I've got a lot of drills stuck in the end here. Like there was a clump of drills stuck right in the end of my tray spout. I don't know what that's all about. Oh, come back. You come back here. So yeah, I guess it's because of the writer's strike that they've been doing that they haven't been able to get much new material. And now that the writers are back, of course, they'll be able to get the material and get some new shows going. So hopefully that'll be soon. Because my mom and I used to sit and watch Jeopardy every day. And when she was in the hospital and could barely speak, she would want Jeopardy. And I would put Jeopardy on, and she would start answering the questions. So she knew she didn't lose her mental capability. Although the doctor told me that she did, and I did not believe the doctor. So I turned on Jeopardy, and my mom was answering the questions. And I told the doctor, and she said, no, that's not possible. I'm like, come back 8 o'clock tomorrow. Oh, I don't work in the evenings. No, because you don't believe anything. So I was like, she answers the Jeopardy questions. Like, just ask the nursing staff here. She answers the Jeopardy questions. They've been here watching her. No, that's not possible. She has a massive brain tumor. No, I was like, just go and be the bee. That's what I was. Yeah, I was just trying to prove a point, and I proved it. And I still like Jeopardy. Don't get me wrong. I love the show. It's my favorite TV show. My brother tells me I would make a good contestant. Well, Ken Jennings is hosting. I don't want to be a contestant because I'm not a big fan. And I'd probably tell him. Because I am that blunt. Alright, so we're done with this section. We are an hour in. Yeah, so it only took us an hour. That's fine. It's great. Clean this up. Put all of this stuff away. There goes my tweezers again. Okay, where does this one go? Right here in the middle. And we've got one left for tomorrow. I think I see something here. I think I see something right here. What do you see? Tell me, what do you see right here? I think I see something. Okay. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me today and spending this time with me. I will see you tomorrow for the last section of the Advent series and come back again on Christmas morning for the live that we will be doing to put all of this together. I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.